Mwah. Love you, cousin. /FF with the B. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. So I do have to move quickly today because I have to be at work at 8. So we are just going to dive in. Before we get started, if you guys could share with your friends on social media by selecting the guy on the bottom right hand corner and sharing with everyone on Twitter and Facebook and all of that, that would be great. I see the heart party going on, so I appreciate you guys doing that. If you guys could do that throughout the broadcast, that would be great. That helps me become a featured artist here on Periscope, which is the goal. Good morning from Michigan. Welcome. Yes, it is a sparkling shade. It's a fun one. And today I'm going to show you guys how to do this green look. It is simple. I only used, 3 colors to get this look. And all the shadows came from this palette right here from Coastal Scents. So you guys could screenshot it if you guys are interested in purchasing it. I want to say that this palette's around $18, around that. And it has a ton of shades. I've showed it to you guys before. So that's one level. It has 3 different levels. It's the second one, and this is the third. We're mostly going to be working out of the 3rd level for the greens. Okay. So what I've already done is I've done this side of my face in its entirety. Good morning, Chloe. Thanks for tuning in, as usual. I saw your wing liner with the glasses. That was cute. So what we're going to do to get started is we are going to do what we always do, which is I use the NYX base, and using a flat stiff brush, we're going to apply a little higher than usual. Usually I stop right here, but we're going a little bit higher today, and it's because I'm going to blend out the color a little bit higher. My normal transition color is a dark brown, but I'm doing more of a medium brown this time. So I'm just spreading out evenly, making sure everything is blended out nicely. You want to make sure that when you put on your base or primer that it is evenly distributed throughout the eyelid. Next is our darkest color, which is going to be almost like a winter green. Oh, it's in here. So unfortunately, this one doesn't have names for all their colors, but if you have this palette, is this color right here. It's almost like a winter green. It's really dark. And using a stiff flat brush, we're going to apply to the entire lid. And patting the color on to get the most pigmentation. Yeah, yes, it is the 252 palette. If you're a beginner in makeup and you don't have a ton of eyeshadows, I would suggest getting this palette from Coastal Scents, or look for it on Amazon. But make sure it's the Coastal Scents brand. So when you're putting on the eyeshadow, just make sure that you just stop at the crease with this color. And I'm patting it on until I see the pigmentation that I want to see. And I think that's pretty good with the vibrancy. The nude lip is going to be from ColourPop. What is this color called? It's called, oh no, I don't have it. It's called Tool. I'm going to see if, babe, if you're on the broadcast, can you bring me my purse, please? Yes, even with hooded eyes, you can do this. The difference between hooded eyes in this application is you would go a little bit higher. So let's say usually with hooded eyes, when you open your eyes, your entire lid is gone. Thank you. My nude lipstick is in my purse, guys. Gotta look for that. Okay. It looks like... Okay, I'll dig for it in a second. So if you have hooded eyes, the thing is, you know you have hooded eyes when you open up your eye and your lid completely disappears. So what I suggest, instead of following your true crease, when you put on the green shadow, if your crease is like hidden, you want to go a little bit higher. So if I were to open my eyes and my lid disappeared, I would want to go just a touch higher in the base, this color, and then blend a little higher. What that's going to do is open up your eyes. I got to get a model in here with hooded eyes so you guys can see. Or I may just do a tutorial on my YouTube. So what I did is I put the nude base underneath my eye, and now I'm going to put the green shadow that we just put on. I'm using the usual one, which is NYX Nude Primer. Hey girl, hey! And we're just tapping the same green color from above right underneath. You are welcome. Now we will take the large 224 MAC blending brush and switch to another color still in the 252 palette, and it's a brown tone. It's this one right here. Get a good amount of product on there and go back and forth above really in your crease and just above. You're blending out so there's no harsh lines in that area. But we're not going all the way up to the brow bone. One of the common mistakes I see a lot of times is people will put color all the way up to here. In here should be your lightest colors. So I would never blend a green all the way up to my eyebrow. Then using a smaller... What is this? What brush is this? Oh, this is my Costco brush. Using a smaller blending brush. Yes, it would be a hot mess if you did that. Using a smaller brush. This is from Costco, and it's also a blending brush. I'm going to take this shade, which is like black, but I got something in it. Actually, I'll take the shade next to it. We're going to take this color and go in the crease. You're carving out your crease now. Yes, a long time ago, I can't remember how many years ago, Costco had like a really small brush set, and my mom bought it for me for Christmas, and I actually love the brushes. It's literally Kirkland brand. So I think we've darkened that up enough. Now the fun part. Remember I showed you guys how to make a shimmering eyeshadow metallic or shinier looking or more vibrant? That's what we're going to do with the center color. So the center color that I'm using, you know, if you always use those colors, try something different. I'm sure that it would look pretty. Brighter colors will look pretty on you, so try a green. So this one right here is the color we're using, and we're going to make it a little more metallic. We are going to spray our brush with a setting spray, dip into that color. Where is that brush? Okay, use the wrong brush. Let's try it again. And when you're doing this, you want it right in the center of your eye, and you want to just do a little bit at a time and build it up. And I want the color to stay right in the center. And don't go into the crease, stop right at the crease. And if you go a little bit further, it's not the end of the world. You can always put the darker color back on. And when you're doing this, the green does not have to be perfectly in the center. Just make sure that both eyes are the same width. All right, let's move on to, actually, right, so we are done with the eyeshadow. And put our palette away. And move on to our wing liner, which we talked about yesterday, right? How many of you guys tried it yesterday? No, if your lids are oily, that is fine. It's not weird. A lot of people have oily lids, but if it's excessively oily, you would use the primer, a nude one, and then set the primer with a color that is similar to the nude tone. So you would use your primer, use this, and then you would set it with a similar tone eyeshadow just to kind of absorb, or you could use a translucent powder to absorb any of the oils, and then, or you could use something like this, and then you can put your eyeshadow on. I saw that some of you guys tried it. Thank you for those who tagged me in your wing liner looks yesterday. I appreciate it. I love to see how you guys are doing in all the makeup things that we've been talking about and that I've been showing you guys. So please don't ever hesitate to show me what you guys have been doing. All right, wing liner time. Still the same product from yesterday, the Bobbi Brown Black Ink Gel Liner. Same pencil, an eyeliner pencil. And just gently pull a little bit and start from your center. Now, I already told you guys I can't talk and do this. Oh, the eyeliner brush usually comes in a set if you get this set from Coastal Scents. If not, if you buy it individually from Coastal Scents, I want to say it's like $2.99. It's really inexpensive if you're just adding it to your kit already. One huge thing that I think I forgot to tell you guys when I did the liner tutorial yesterday is when you draw your line, it definitely has to go in an upward motion no matter what your eye shape is, and not dramatically tilted up, but your wings should be slightly tilted up and following this liner, your bottom waterline. So if you were to imagine a line going from your waterline and up, that's how it should be. Anytime you do it straight across, it's going to make your eyes look smaller. Anytime you do it down, it's actually going to make your face and your eyes look droopier, like sad. So when you're drawing your liner, your wing liner, make sure it's actually at a slight tilt up. And if you have larger eyes and you don't want your eyes to look larger, you can just do it straight out, but never in a downward motion. Your wing should never be down. No sad wings, exactly. Thank you, Chloe. Shut up, Scotty. Yes, what those beetles that make all that noise? I hate those things. Let's put our lashes on. So the lashes I'm using today are, I'm not sure what brand they're from. They might be from like Cherry something. Anyways, all the brands have this style. It's 747 long are the style of the lashes. And usually if you have smaller eyes, you'll probably have to cut the ends of them because these ones are pretty long. Sometimes I have to cut them, and I have larger eyes. Usually I don't have to cut the ends of them. So make sure that you always measure your lashes before applying them so they don't stick out past your eyes. Doesn't matter if you were curl up. If your natural lashes curl up, definitely make sure you put on mascara first to kind of tame them down. It doesn't matter. You can still wear lashes. It's just going to be a little more difficult to put them on, but make sure you use mascara first. And then they also have a clear mascara that's almost like a gel that you can put on first to kind of get your lashes from not curling as much. So we'll start in the center. Tuck one corner. More up and not out. Just make sure that after you apply them, take the end of your tweezers and push it down before it dries. And that may help from it being almost tilted up. Hold on. Oh, it dried on me before I could put it on. Let's try one more time. See, even I struggle with lashes sometimes. It's funny because I can do other people's lashes so well, but it takes me, sometimes it's hard to put on myself. Okay. All right. So if you remember, the number one was to make sure that if the strips come off no matter what, one, make sure you're using enough glue, and two, you may want to make sure you set whatever you've done, like maybe use a translucent powder to get rid of some of the oil. Let that absorb some of the oil that may be on your lid before applying. Hold on, you guys. I have to get out of frame. I cannot see this one. This one's giving me the blues this morning. Okay. Prime your, or base, primer base, same thing, your lid before your foundation, before your eyeshadow application. And then if you still feel like it's oily, you can just put a little bit, like a little bit of translucent powder, just a little bit, and lightly dust it. But don't dust harsh. You need to have a really soft... as far as my skin regimen, there is a tutorial on my YouTube channel that breaks down my skin regimen. Anyways, when you dust it, make sure you dust really lightly so you don't dust off or move around any of your eyeshadow. So we are done with that part. Everything is good. We've lined the eye. Now let's get on with the foundation, which I only have to do on one side. Gonna prime with, what primer is this? The Photo Finish from Smashbox. Like it because if you're oily, if you're really oily, it makes your skin matte, not shiny. Thanks, babe. So still using the same foundations, the Revlon Color Stay in Caramel and Cappuccino, and I have it for combination oily skin. That's kind of important to know. When you're getting your foundations, make sure you know what your skin type is so that you have the right type of foundation. And this is just taking a while to come out. Black Love Matters. I love it. I love you guys' hashtags that you guys create. That is awesome. Okay. So right now I'm just having a little bit of issues from this bottle. Sometimes I really hate how they put makeup in the bottles. So this is just a regular foundation brush. The regular foundation brush looks like this, and it comes in all the kits. It's just a flat brush. They're okay to use, but you do have to work a little bit harder to get your foundation to not have any streaks. Make sure it's buffered in the skin. So even when I use that, I usually still go back with my Oh Wow brush to make sure everything is buffered and looks good. So on this brush, the Oh Wow brush, there's nothing on it. Yay for the Oh Wow brush. Paige, what's your real name so I can remember it when I see you? Is your real name Paige? So I'm back to my toffee. Okay, so I'll remember that. I'm back to my toffee LA Pro Girl concealer, just switching it up. And the difference between my toffee from LA Pro Girl and my Pro Longwear Matte Concealer is this is a lot more liquidy, but it dries really well and it does not crease. This one is a little more creamy base. It's not as runny as the MAC one, but sometimes if you put too much of this one on, it will crease on you. So you have to use just a little bit, and then just kind of, if you need more, then you can always add more. So what I'm doing is I'm just going underneath where we did the green, not going all the way up to the lid. And Beauty Blender time, blend that in. Oh, Dominique, I didn't know you were in here. Good morning. Do you use LA Pro color? Yes, I do use LA Pro concealer for my highlight. And the color I use is, you're coming, okay. And the color I use is Toffee. So let's set that highlighted area. I've already highlighted the rest of my face.
You want to start?
Oh. This is a translucent powder. Then switch to our banana powder, which has a yellow tint to keep the warmth in our skin. NYX Color Correct in orange. Okay, let's contour this side because the other side's already contoured. And around the hairline. And using the bronze tone. And we are done contouring. Blush is back to Oh, hey Tiffany from Chicago. Thanks for tuning in. I really do try to remember those who come on frequently. I try to remember you guys' names. I really do. Oh, you will? Dominique, stop by and say hi. If you have time. I'm not sure if you would have time. Stop by the salon. I will be there all day and all night tonight. Now it's time for our highlight just above the blush. And that would complete the face look. Now I need to find what I did with that. What I did with my nude lip that I want to use. You bought Gold Deposit. You're going to be in love. I've tried other highlighters. Like I have another one from Benefit that's liquid. Ooh, how much is, if you don't know, can you tell her how much the Gold Deposit is? Because I really do not remember. But it lasts a really long time, I will say that. Ah, here it is. So the nude lip that I'm using today, it is, Gold Deposit is from MAC. It's probably around $22 to be honest from MAC. The one from Benefit, I believe that I have, I'll show you what it looks like. It almost looks like nail polish. It's like this. It's called Sunbeam. I don't know. I have a thing about liquid highlighters. I'm just not a fan. So the color that I'm using for my lips, it's by ColourPop. It's called Tool. Oh, it was 32. My goodness. That's a lot. ColourPop you buy online, and it's actually spelled with a U, so it's COLOURPOP. And if you Google that, I want to say their website is ColourPopCosmetics.com. Thank you, Chloe. And all of their colors. This is an ultra matte, the ultra matte lip, and this stays all day. I love this color, and it's $6. It goes on liquidy, and then it dries matte. Yeah, ColourPop is the business. I love them. Actually, Miss Kev on stage introduced me to them. Listed. And then you just need to clean up, make sure you don't have anything below your lip line. I love the emoji after that. So this is my foundation brush with nothing else added onto it. Yes, ColourPop has a ton of colors. They will get you in trouble. But it's only $6. Just don't buy all of them at once. And that is it for today's tutorial. So just a recap of what I used. On my lips, I used the Chestnut Liner from MAC. Yay! Well, good for you. Let me see some of your looks with the neutral palette from Coastal Scents. I used, what is this, Tulle from ColourPop. And my usuals were Fever, Blush, Highlighter, Gold Deposit, both by MAC. That's funny, Paige. You'll be just like me. It's hard to stop buying makeup. Tomorrow we are going to, you know what, Chloe? I asked to, I actually sent them a notice from Coastal Scents to see if they give discounts or whatever, get an endorsement. And I have to get my followers and friends up on all my social media accounts before they'll even look at me to do that. So you guys spread the word of Wake Up to Makeup, spread the word of Instagram and Facebook. Appreciate you guys doing that. So if you guys do this look or any other look that we have talked about, please be sure to tag me. And how you can tag me, you can tag me on Facebook, social media, anywhere, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. And my name is Deandra Giselle on all social media. Any questions, topics, maybe you don't want to post on social media, you want me to see it personally, your look, you can go to deandragiselle@gmail.com. And I think that pretty much wraps up everything for today. Tomorrow we'll be back on 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I will post the look because I'm not sure. Yes, I am in Cali. I'm in the Valley. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 Pacific Standard Time. Wake Up to Makeup. I have to go. Thank you, Chloe. Also, myself, Dana, Liz, Optimistic Divorcees, we're all coming together and doing a Love Yourself Gab Fest. So you guys can email loveyourselfgabfest@gmail.com with any topic suggestions or maybe just inquiry of more information. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye, guys.